Imagine a world without light bulbs, railways, photography, printing press, radiography, cinema, cars, jets, clocks, television, telephones, radios. In other words, imagine a world without European business and its creativity. In 1958, only 13 years after the Second World War, 6 countries signed the Treaty of Rome that led to the European Union and to a continent at peace. And Business Europe, then called UNICE, took a lead role in the new adventure.
Well, UNICE was created because the Treaty of Rome was coming into force. The federation of the 6 founding countries were already working together.
The Treaty of Rome and its legacy, the European Union, changed Europe in many ways. Freedom of speech, freedom of movement, and freedom of enterprise in the widest borderless market on the planet led to a tremendous economic and social progress. Since 1950, real average income of the bottom 90% grew by 70% in the US, compared to 150% in Italy and a whopping 250% in France and Germany.
Today, Europe is one of the best places to live and work, with 26 out of 28 member states being ranked at the top of the UN Human Development Index. Europe is one of the most equal societies in the world and one that offers the highest level of social protection. More Europeans than anywhere in the world have access to unemployment benefits, and Europeans have 2 to 3 times more paid leave than people in, say, Canada or Japan.
Moreover, a 16.3 billion EU budget over the past 7 years allows young people to study abroad with Erasmus.
General success of UNICE and afterwards Business Europe is that with the national federations, we were able to accompany positively all the developments of the European community and afterwards European Union in a very positive way. Essentially repeating that the real purpose of creating a European Union was to create conditions for economic and social progress.
Europe is also one of the best places to do business, with a 2.3% GDP growth rate in 2017, a 424 billion euro worth of foreign direct investment in 2016, and a euro that rivals the US dollar. Europe has the world's largest public funding program for research and innovation, as well as a healthy rate of company creation. Dynamic companies in a dynamic single market. This is why the proportion of trade in European GDP has doubled since 1960.
The European Union has been a major driver of economic development in new member states. Central and Eastern European countries are now top performers in areas like digital technology, IT and car manufacturing. The EU has also invested more than 350 million euros in the circular economy, and European companies also hold 40% of the worldwide patents in renewable technologies, a sector that represents more than 130 billion euros in annual turnover.
But unemployment is still too high. Public debt is at 87% of the EU GDP. The US public sector still invests more on growth-enhancing policies. Japan and the USA spend more in R&D. Starting a business costs too much and takes too long. Industrial energy prices are still much too high. And the overall tax burden is huge compared to our competitors. Would all this partly explain the shrinking of the manufacturing sector in the EU economy?
For 60 years, Business Europe has been addressing the European institutions on these crucial issues and contributing to a growing European economy. Being vocal, being heard, and supporting European integration from the very beginning.
We were really spontaneously and since the beginning considered and taken as the real representative body of enterprises, because we were representing the common view of what was good for industry to develop and to progress.
And progress there was. Since 1958, European companies have created the digital watch, the Concorde, the food processor, the compact cassette, the CD, the DVD, the pacemaker, and the artificial heart. And as IT technologies evolved, it was still Europe that delivered the World Wide Web, the SMS, Spotify, JPEG conversion, the MP3 format, Bluetooth, and even Skype. European business has paved the way to progress, but the future is built every day. So in the next 60 years and beyond, Business Europe will keep fighting for the values that underpin a competitive economy, a business-friendly Europe that creates employment, generates growth and social progress. With this advice in mind.
Be optimistic, be forward-looking, speak with one voice, and support the European project, because that's our future.